Please welcome to the stage our special guests, Ronda, Shumway, Doolen, and Larry Johnson from EVIT. Right up here. Come on up, folks. Welcome. I'm guessing you're Ronda?
I'm Ronda.
Yeah, because I know Larry, and in all the world, there's only one Larry Johnson. It's a common name, but a very uncommon name.
And that's a fortunate thing for the world.
Yes, it is. Well, welcome to the show. Tell us what's going on at EVIT. What a beautiful, does this have a official name? Is it just?
I really don't know. I've always called it just the EVIT Auditorium.
It's a beautiful venue. It's a great place.
Really nice.
And the whole campus is pretty amazing. So tell us a little bit about what's going on at EVIT.
Lots of things are going on at EVIT all the time. So for those who don't know, EVIT is a joint technological district. So we service the East Valley schools. So about 11 different school districts, over 55 different high schools. Students have the opportunity to come to EVIT as well as adult students.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. So how does, if somebody's going to school, like give me a high school that's tight.
Can I choose my kid's school, Mountain View?
Okay.
I'm gonna choose Mountain View High School. Go Toros.
So you're a student at Mountain View and you decide, you know what, I'm kind of interested in programs that EVIT offers. How do they audition?
I wish they would audition. That would be fun. No, so if a student is interested in attending EVIT, they typically come their junior and senior year to EVIT campus, one of the main campuses. And they can do it in a variety of different areas, everything from construction to health to cosmetology, auto mechanic, multitude of different areas that might interest them. And they spend half the day at their home high school and then half the day here at the EVIT campus.
Oh, okay, so it's not a full-time.
It's not full-time, and that's usually their junior and senior year.
Oh, that's very cool. And so what is your role? What do you folks do with EVIT?
Well, we're currently serving on the board, the governing board for the EVIT district. We actually have 4 primary campuses, and again, welcome to our main campus here in Mesa, downtown Mesa on Main Street. We also have our East Campus located on Power Road, next to the ASU Polytech, and I saw Susan from ASU Poly here. And we also have 2 other schools that operate our programs, and that is the Fountain Hills and Apache Junction locations.
That's great. Well, how's enrollment for EVIT this year?
Fantastic. We're actually up about 10% this year alone. So the programs are growing, and the nice thing is the evolution of career and technical education and the way we're able to accommodate the needs and of the employers. The reason I got involved with this is because I talked as a chamber director. I interacted with many businesses that struggled with, of course, workforce development. And the programs offered here at EVIT create almost an immediate conduit for students to transition into the fields. And actually they can either go directly into the fields, or they can, of course, continue on to higher education, which about 2 out of 3 students that currently attend the district or the school, they actually move on to higher education.
That's awesome. Now, what's the graduation rate? Do they track that?
98%.
98%.
Yeah, that's fantastic here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You'll actually see the graduation rates for students who attend CT classes, even at the high school level, their graduation rates are significantly higher. So it's great to get those kids involved at a young level, or a younger age rather, and get them engaged in career and technical education. It's just fantastic to be part of a program that actually offers students the things that we were fortunate enough to be able to take as we were going through school. Things like auto mechanics and welding and woodworking. Honestly, there isn't a 6-month period that I go through myself without utilizing some of the skills that I learned back in high school. And again, and self-accomplishment, and just a lot of great benefits from these programs.
That is awesome. Really, not to take a shot at regular education, but we don't do a very good job of training for the real world. I think back what I learned in high school. Why didn't I learn how to do like taxes and stuff? Because
I wish I learned how to do taxes.
Yeah, because it's every April when parallelogram season rolls around. Nice that I know how to find the area of a square.
Super helpful.
Yeah, it really helps. Well, that's awesome, and it only makes sense that if students can pick what they're interested in, they're going to engage more and be more interested and graduate at a higher rate. That's awesome. And I know we also have some chamber members that are plugged in from the employer side of this. Can you care to maybe share a little bit of an example of that? Or I know Rolf's, for example.
Rolf's is definitely involved. We actually have several businesses, including, trucking, a few of the trucking industries. We have some new partners with, you've heard of Waymo. There are some projects going on campus here in conjunction with Waymo. There's really, if you think about anything related to career and technical education, there are ample opportunities to partner with a wide array of businesses, and that's part of what the objective is here for our board and the organization, is to connect and create even greater and stronger partnerships moving forward so we can serve more of our employers here in the East Valley, making these students immediately employable upon graduation.
That's awesome. And you said something earlier, and it's open to adults also.
Yes, that's one of my passions, is adult education, as well as the high school. EVIT offers those adult classes. We have a lot of students who come back and take cosmetology, or we actually have an LPN program here on campus, as well as a Surge Tech program that are adult only. So there's options for the adult learners to come back and get a skill and get an education that allows them to be right in the workforce and helping out their families, which in turn helps out the community. As a nurse, I'm very passionate about healthcare, and I love that we're meeting that need as it becomes more and more of a problem as we move forward in our community of having enough healthcare workers.
That's awesome. So any age?
Any age. We'll take you. You want to enroll?
I want to learn how to be a welder. Oh. And I'm not even kidding about this. I've always wanted to do it. And and maybe it's just the fancy headgear, but over the years, a lot of women I've met have said I would look more attractive under one of those big welding helmets.
You wouldn't have to do your hair.
Yeah, well, yeah, thank you. It takes me hours. This is actually a toupee. This is how bald I am. Well, you guys, I appreciate what you're doing. I know it's something you're really passionate about. I know that, and Larry, you've expressed that to me in the past. Thanks for what you're doing, and thanks for looking ahead. Future generations are going to be more plugged into what they really want to be and what they really want to do with their life. And boy, when you find that out at a young age, you get a huge advantage. So, well, thank you so much for coming in. Anything else you'd like to share? Any quick questions? All right. Anybody else want to sign up? Welding class with me? Come on. Cosmetology? Anybody? I might do both. Thanks for coming, Rhonda and Larry. Thank you so much for spending your morning with us. How about a big round of applause? Thanks, guys. Oh, hang on.
There is one thing that I wanted to mention. If you haven't had the chance to see The Spouse Whisperer, please go down to the Mesa Art Center and check that show out. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, thanks, man. And that was totally unsolicited. You're the man.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Watch your step. That's pretty tricky there.